Good morning, everybody. It's Denise from Denise Junk Journals UK. Hello to everybody. Hope you're well. Welcome. I'm going to make some Christmas ephemera today. So I have absolutely zero pockets and tags stash for Christmas, and I've got a lot of journals to make coming up. So I did say I'm only going to do 2 or 3 maximum at the moment. Videos on Christmas, so this will be the second one this week, so you'll only have one more this week, and then we'll be on to something else. But I want to build up some really quick and easy and a variety of, if I can, pockets today, so that I've got pockets to go at. Now I know you get a few in kits, and I do use a lot of kits for my albums, but you tend to get a lot more tags than you get pockets, so I definitely want a stash of pockets that I can just pull on if I want to. And you know, if I'm doing the same kit a different way, then changing the pockets is always a good thing to change about a new journal. So without further ado, what have I brought with me? So I have brought some 12 by 12 scrapbook Christmas paper, which is it's only where did I get this one from? I think I got this one from the work, so it's not really expensive, so it's not really wasting it making pockets out of it. Just I thought I'd make some library card pockets with a firmer back with those. And then I have brought some single-sided out of the stash that I showed you that it's got a big crease down it. I got in a little bundle from the charity shop. I've got a big bundle, but I've just brought a few of them with me. And then this woodland Christmas one, I appreciate you can probably get a glare off that, so I'll get rid of it now. Also from the works, 6 by 6, and again not very expensive, and lovely thick paper actually for making pockets with. You know, and I love the woodlandy bit about it, the foxy, the robin, the trees and the plaid, that kind of thing. So I brought that along, and I am slowly as I'm packing things up to move, finding bits of my stash. I know a lot of my Christmas stash is in the attic. I don't have any pockets, so I'm not gonna find any pockets up there. But I'm talking about books and papers and scraps from last year. But I keep finding odd little bits, and I found a little bundle here of scraps, so we might as well see if we can use those. And I've just brought along, which I had 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of book page sitting around. Poirot, so it must have been out of one of the altered books, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, because one was an Agatha Christie, wasn't it? So that's out of the altered book, 4 pages sitting about, so we'll use them up, make some pockets with those. I've got my chopper, of course, like I always have. It'll be pressed into a lot of service today, I think. Some nice straight lines, corner rounder, circle punch, glues, scissors, ruler and pencil. Okay, so I don't know if I said or not, but I chopped the 12 by 12 on the big cutter before I came on, just somewhere near in half, just so that I could handle it on camera, cutting it up with you guys. So I think I'll make, we've got a lot here, haven't we? Should I make 1 or 2 of each colour? We'll start with 1 and then see, because I do want to get, you know, a selection of all 3 pockets made. Sometimes it's nice to have 2 of stuff. Right, so I want it going up that way. Yeah, to build evenly is what I was trying to say. And I want them about, what do I want, about 8, would we say? Right. That corner there's had a bit of a bash, so we'll take that off before we start. Right, I think I'm going to cut 2 of each, and then I'll make 1 and see if we've got, you know, how quick it goes for the other. So yeah, I think about 8 centimetres, that is across. What is that in inches? I work in centimetres on this because it doesn't have any inches on it. Just over 3 centimetres, 3 1/4 probably. Right, so let's cut 2 at 8. Put that on one side, so that's that one. Yeah, so the double-sided I used. Man, I don't suppose it matters when I'm cutting them. I can decide once they're cut, can't I? Which way round I want them. 8. again, I could have sat and done all this on off camera, but sometimes it's nice for you to see my thought process, and I don't really know, exactly. I mean, I know roughly how I'm going to make them because they're library pockets, but sometimes it's nice for you to see me thinking, doing it wrong maybe. And what was the last one then? The dotty. Come out. And what's on the other side? Oh, that red leather. Ooh, 8 and 8. I know it's quite loud, this chopper, because my husband told me yesterday he knows when I'm using it when he's in bed. When I get up early and film, if he's in bed, he can't hear me talking to you or any of that, but he can hear the chopper. Okay, so if I put that over there, it's going to get you, isn't it? But so that's going to be the height and the width of it, and then it just wants pocket on the front, doesn't it? Let me put that there, otherwise I'll lose everything. Right, I'm thinking, because obviously a library card pocket would just have one. I'm thinking it might be nice with 2. Get lots of bits in these Christmas journals. So let's just pull one of each out initially. So you can see I'm thinking as I go along, can't you? It's definitely not rehearsed. Is that directional? Not particularly. The other direction. I did do the width, I didn't do the height. I've just left the height as is, have I? That didn't take long for me to confuse myself, did it? 14, nearly 15, yeah, I just left the height as they were, which I think I'll do. I don't think it matters about the height. It's not as if they're going in a pair next to each other. Just wondering what papers I want with them now. Oh, I quite like that plaid. Goes with them all. I'm not sure about the dotty. Let's do these 2 with some plaid on, I think. Does it go with the gold? I think it goes more with those 2, to be honest. So let's do these 2. So I had 8, didn't I? And I want it to wrap round, so I want them to be 9 or thereabouts in width. It doesn't matter which way the plaid goes, does it? I'll do it 10 because that will give me a centimetre each side. I'll tell you in inches in a minute. And I get my little ruler going. Sorry, I don't know whether to cut off screen so it's not. So the inches are just shy of 4. Yeah, so that will go on there, a wrap round. So what height do we want it? If we're going to have a second one, we don't want it too high. 5 or 4.5? Oh no, because I want it to wrap under. 5.5 or 6 then. Which would be 4.5 or 5. Let's go 6. Okay, I'll do it over here for now. If I can move everything out of the way. 6. I want 2 at 6. Is that right? Yep. Oh, I do get myself in it, Izzy. Yep, so they're just going to wrap round there and just make the pocket fronts with a divot in, which we can do now. I'll do it on the back where I can see. Oops. So I want them at 5. Yeah, so with my hole punch, it doesn't like to do a single piece of paper, so doing 2 at a time is definitely the key to a nice happy hole punch. Oh, now look, because they're double-sided, I could have one each way. Lightens that one up a bit, doesn't it? Oh, it's a lovely toadstools as well, but it's upside down. so no, I'll have to have a look at that one and use it the other way. Right, so the easiest way to do this is turn it over, try and centre it, and then whoops. Yeah, you really need to centre it because we've already put that divot in the front. Fold that over. Oops, trying to just pick this up and fold it over, but it doesn't want to play. Yeah, fold that one over. So I've already got it off the centre a little bit there, look. And then fold it down there. A little bit shouldn't make much difference. Could actually go over a bit more. Yeah, so you've got the crease in like that. Then open it up, and this is the bit I'm not sure you're going to be able to see. Let me ink it. I know it's on the inside, it's just for you to see the folds, nothing else. Whoops. And where they intersect. I know some of you have done these 1,000 times and you know, but just for those that are not in the know yet, or can't remember. Okay, so you can see now the square bits on the corners, and I just cut across from one to the other. Doesn't matter what shape they are, obviously that one's a bit bigger. Yep, now when you turn it that way, now you've got two choices. Was that the piece I was using? No. Now you can just wrap it around to glue it on, and glue it on the back, which that is off centre, that isn't it? So I need to do that last. Yep, so you can just glue it on the back like that. I didn't quite get to the corner there. So you did I that one? Did I heck? That's it. So can you see where the corner is? Yep. We'll try this one again then. I think we're going with that way up, weren't we? Yep, so you can glue it on there, which is a nice tight pocket, but it's a nice wide pocket. Or if you want to guss-it, you can glue it on the front. It's not the right, like that. Which for this one I think, no, I'm going to go around the back on this one because I am going to put another piece underneath it and make it a double pocket. So I'd like a piece of that. I'm going to use a piece of that. Oh, I don't know, it's a bit thick. Yeah, use it. So it doesn't really matter what size it is. What shall we say? 4 centimetres. Oops. It only needs to be tiny. I'm going 4.5 centimetres, and the divot. So you probably want to do all the divots together as well. So this one and this one. Together, and then that can just be fastened down in there and that round it. Does that make sense? I feel like I've made a meal of that. So I want it about there. Oops. Now I'm only going to fasten this down the two sides so that my tag can go away to the bottom, and I am going to ink it lightly because this double-sided card is like two pieces of paper put together, if you like. So there is a white cut line. Of course we can streamline it a little bit once oh, it's got a nice red on the back of that as well. Once we know what we're doing, so we can cut all of those divots together, can't we? Yep, so there's my line, there's my glue. Ooh. Did I already take the pin out? Must have done. 2 lines of glue down there. It's a good idea to draw that line actually, and that way you are getting the pocket level, because you can't do it against the base. Yeah, and then that one I'm going to go round the back with. So obviously both pieces go all the way around, go down to the bottom. Oh, yeah, as usual, I can't draw a straight line with the glue or anything else. Oops. To save my life this morning. So another one I'll do gusseted on the front so that you see both, but yeah, so obviously we need to do those last next time. Unless you're measuring what you're turning over, making it exact. Now that could have come up a lot further, that green one. There's lots of room for decoration on there, or you can chop it down and make it a smaller one. Right, let's try do that quicker this time, shall we? So what we're going with, we haven't chosen anything. Is that the right way up? Yep. I'm not sure about the plaid, to be honest. No, not on here. I liked that, didn't I? But I might go with that dotty one. Actually, makes it make Christmassy, doesn't it? Although, yeah, this gold one's going to be a bit tricky. It probably needs something plain, which I haven't brought. So we're going to make you a single one, yeah, with this bit here. And you know, you could even take a divot out the top and put it on the page as a. I think I might be able to just turn that into a pocket. Let's have a go. It's just about using the stash, isn't it? Going to fold it before I do it. Now this is a scrapbooking card, so gosh, I can't see those lines. So it should cut fine. The hole punch, I mean, it shouldn't give me too much grief. Oh, I'm sure you couldn't see those lines, but I could just. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Which way up? I do like that gold paper, it's very pretty. Yep. I want it down a little bit, I think I do. It's a little bit too meaty. And let's put the hole in the middle of that bit. Of course, I'm on a green mat, which isn't helping things, is it? A squeaky green, no, a green mat and a squeaky table. Yep, so it's ever so slightly under 8, so 4 will be fine. Now once you get going, it moves a lot quicker, I promise. Yep, so that's a very plain one that can be decorated. So I've got green glitter glue. I have got Stardust, which is kind of a iridescent glitter glue, and I've got blue glitter glue, so I could maybe do with some gold. Oh, I might even have some gold. Definitely got gold glitter anyway. Yep, that's it. I didn't put the lid in this. Are you going to play? You are. Yeah. And I have got lots of fussy cuts put away, I know that. I just need to find them. And things like little gold ribbons and what else? Oh, I was going to put that on the front, wasn't I? Like I forgot. Too late now. Yeah, little Christmas die cuts and things like that. Once I locate them, would have been better on the front, that actually. Never mind. Yeah, that wants something gold on there, doesn't it? And possibly cutting down, which is why I'm just making them bases and not, you know, messing with them too much. Right, is that only 2? 2 it is. What else did I have then? I had that dotty. Oh, and a green one that I cut up. Oh no, I've done. No, I haven't yet. Green and a dotty. No, I want paper. Oh, and I wanted this, didn't I? Yeah, and this will go on both. So what is it? 6 by 6. What's that in? What's that in centimetres? Just over 15. Which is 7.5, so that won't be enough for there, will it? No. Right, so what's that? What did I do in my width? Can't remember what they were now. Were they 8? Yeah, 8. So I did these at 10. That's it. Came to me now. 10. And 4.5. Is that right? 5.5. Just turning it over. What's on the back of this plaid? I'm just wondering if I could use the back of it to make a double. And the 5.5 is a tricky thing to see on here. I guess I was on the back some plaid. Let's cut it and see. That one's already cut, is it? Yes. Is that one? It is, but it's a bit small. Let's use it up. Let's not make scraps. I'm all for not making scraps this early on in the game. Right, so let's think about the divots. No, can't do the divots till we've folded them round. Oh, that's handy. The plaid's got lines. So I know I'm going straight there. Gosh, I do hope I'm in camera. I think I am. Yeah, that's just, I mean, I'm not a measurer. I measure and get things wrong. Just because I'm in too much of a hurry, really. That's just my way of not measuring, to be honest. Yeah, and on the light side I can see better where to cut my corners off. I'll get this one in the middle. And I'm going to do the same with that. Yeah, manta. Could have done those together. Let's fold this round as well. Oh no, I cut that to size last time. Oh goodness. I was thinking, did I have all that bulk? I didn't. I just cut it to size, didn't I? Yeah, I think. Cut a bit of my card there. Now that should fit inside that in theory. It does. So if I mark that, have I marked it yet? No. Yeah, I think if I wasn't doing this on camera, I'd do all the different pieces together. So like I cut 4 backs, I did that together, didn't I? Then I'd cut all the fronts together, I think, and then assemble them. So I have to keep rethinking what I'm doing. Okay, so if they're off centre a little bit, they're both off centre a little bit and they don't look odd. What was this for? This. Yep, so let's do that. Let's try doing both of them together before I glue them. And this is going to be a very tiny top piece, but it will still work. And if it looks, am I going to put one of these on the front? Remind me to make a gusseted one. Yeah, if the top looks too tall, then with the small pockets, I can just chop it down. Yeah, let's make that a gusseted one on the front, so you know what the heck I'm talking about. So I probably wanted folding in a bit more. So it still works, and just fold the sides in a tad more so they fit on rather than hanging over. That still works fine, yeah. Yeah. So it's a little bit matted on there, so you can see the, yep, so we want you to fit inside that. And we're having you that way, aren't we? Still a little bit snug. That's it. And didn't I measure? Can't remember. I don't think I did. Yeah, that's only just over 7.5, which is 3 3/4-ish, do you think? Oh, I can only just see that. That seems that way a lot. My measuring off. Maths, I mean. That one was barely in, look, it barely took a divot out of it. And it's not going to do that. Put something behind it. Make it a tiny bit bigger. There we go. Yep, still in the same place. Woohoo. Okay, so we're gonna, I think I'm gonna mat that one on first. So it is easier doing it around the outside. But of course this is now a gusseted pocket that's you know, will take a bit more. Although perhaps that one that I'm putting inside will stop that. And I could put something fat in the bottom. Oh, are we finally at the end? No. We must nearly be. Okay guys, so I had a bit of a response from you last time telling me that actually quite a few of you are on with your Christmas. A lot of you not yet, but quite a few of you are now thinking about preparing or actually working on. One or two of you have been working on a while. Yes, I think I'm going to just slide that in. Maybe not. Let's get it down quick before that sets, if I can. I don't want to do sliding. Yeah. Go on in. Go on in, go on in, go on in. Did I go all the way up there? Yeah, so it's just got that matted look, so you see the green round it. Which is nice because this is a nice fat pocket for fat things. But I think I'm going to prefer it round. So let's do another one like that. And let's go in there. I'll have you. So you don't want your top one too big, otherwise your bottom one looks like a bit dropped off. Yeah, there. That's it. Is that me 4 done? Was this one? Yeah, that's 4 of those done. I think that's probably the longest one. Well, it probably will be because it takes you a while to get into the crafting swing, doesn't it, when you first start? Hopefully everything's warmed up a bit now and I can speed craft my pockets. I have to say, for not a very expensive paper, those 6x6 double-sided little pads from the Works are brilliant quality. You know, thickness and what have you. So yeah, that definitely wants something on there. I've got a little thing to show you. Something thin will go in there. Get something a bit fatter in that one. Something thin in that one. And you can then, what do you do with the others? Got one missing in action. Oh, that was a single one, wasn't it? Look. Yeah, but you can really go to town with the... Okay, next, let's have another one. Shall we use the book page? Let's use the book pages. Did I bring 4 of those? Yeah. I say, I know you'll see thousands and thousands of videos if you have a look on YouTube about using up book pages to create, well, anything, probably everything you can imagine but pockets. They're just a good way to get either a thick base if you've got nice thick paper, or you know, you're not wasting paper like this, that you're taking out of altered books and things, using it up rather than just gluing on it. But they're a good way to get a basic shape to work from. So I often like to just get the text, take all the sides off and use the text. Now if it's lovely old book or nice text or something like that, leave the text showing. But you can always just leave the edges of it showing, like this isn't particularly old, it's a vintage book, but it's not, you know, it's not antique or anything like that. And I don't mind any of the text showing if I'm making something. Not huge swathes of it, but a little bit. Right, and this is going to be the simplest pocket, I think. So all I've done is folded that over. So I've got an oblong. Oblong's my word today, isn't it? Rectangle. 9 centimetres roughly. Ooh, glaring on that. What is it? 3.5 inches by, gosh, it is glaring on it. What's that? 5.5. Yeah, 3.5 by 5.5 inches. 9 by, that can't be right, 14 by 9 centimetres. Yep, so just fold those over, fold that over there. Oh, flipping desk's doing my head in now. And fold that up there, and it goes on the page with a tuck down there, and you have a little tiny tuck there. Let me try and do 2 one way and 2 the other. Would be good. So is that how I did my first one? Yeah. So they're both going that way. And then, because I naturally fold that way, all I'm going to do is fold it that way again, but then use the crease to fold it the other way. And up. Oops, got a bit wonky there. That shouldn't be wonky. The thing about using text is you've got the lines as to follow as well, because generally they're printed in a straight row. The sentences, that's what I was trying to say. Yep, so again, turn it over. So this one's the other way. And turn it up, and there you've got 4 bases straight away. I'm just going to stick some Christmas paper on them. I don't know if I might stick the whole of the back down, I don't know. Yeah, let's stick the whole of the back down. Let me get a piece of paper to glue on. And glue stick. Okay, so if you've got a lot of bulk, the thing to do is cut these off, these triangles. You can also use those for corner pockets as well. Didn't think about that, did I? You know, bases. Oops. What did I do there? That doesn't look right. No. I'll try that one again. Yeah, at least leaving it on, I know whether I've glued it in the right place or not, don't I? So I'm not going to close the front tuck up yet, just this back bit down, so it's not in my way, and I know which way I'm going. Turn the book inside out, the glue page. I mean, if you were using antique book, and it's particularly thin paper, some of it is, some's really thick, just folding it down and leaving it down also helps create a bit of strength in the paper on that piece. Oops, Yep, I was a bit full on with the glue there. Okay, so there's the 4 bases, and really all you need to do then is cover them with papers. So let's have them the right way round. So I've got 2 pairs really, haven't I? Did I bring some one-sided papers? I don't think I did I? Got some nice blues though. Oh, that's nice. Gosh, it's thick though. Right, I could really do with... Let's just have a look what shape we're going for. Yeah, I'm going to use quite a bit of... I do really want it mostly all the way down though, so I think that might be the best way for me to go. I mean, the paper was cheap enough and there's lots of it. So I just cut inside that line quite a bit. It should mat nicely on there, in theory. Which one was I on? That one? Yeah. So can you see what I mean about just leaving a tiny bit of the paper showing? And when you wink it looks really nice, but I'm not going to wink because I don't know, you know, which which journal they're going in and how heavily inked it's going to be or not, or what colour it's going to be inked on. Okay, let's get some more paper. So you can imagine if you're sat at your craft table on your own without the camera on, how quick and easy these are to make. You could soon make 10 or 20 of these book pages lying around. And actually, if you're a super organised person, you could make these after Christmas with your wrapping paper. Wouldn't that be good? And just put them away for next year. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is do both of them together, because I'll see, obviously I've got directional paper here. Oh, I think I might just get you out for there, because that bottom bit doesn't have to be. Let's try it. The bottom bit doesn't have to be, whoops, bang, sorry, completely covered in there. The top bit does though. So where are we there? Yeah, well, that wasn't too bad by the looks of it. Oops, I drew around my finger then. Yeah, so getting the most out of your paper. Did I glue on that? Yes. Oh, I grabbed my glue to take the end off and it wasn't on. That was a bit sticky. Oops. Up a bit or it won't go under. Oh, that's more. What have I done there? Haven't got enough off by looks of it. Oh, this is where I glue my scissors up. I cut on the line instead of underneath it. We're all right on the line apart from there, where that needs to. Yeah, there we go, saved it. So that's 2, and which one shall we have on these 2 then? That's got a crease in it. Oh, let's do a couple of blue ones. Presents. Okay, so you'll go in on here. So remember to cut inside the line this time, Denise, please. Yeah, gluey scissors, told you. Right, I wonder how long I've been. I think I might be just having a bit too much fun with these Christmas papers. I have got things to go do, to be fair. Trim down that side a tiny bit. In a minute. I'll go in a minute and do them. Used to be my favourite saying when I was at home with my mum. Tidy your bedroom, you know, bring your pots down, hoover up, because we had to do, not that I did much, my sister did a lot more than me, but we did have jobs that we had to do. I don't think because we was treated unfairly on purpose. She was just quite a bit older than me. There's six years between us, so as the baby, you can imagine I got away with quite a bit more. And became quite good, I think, of getting away with more. Bless her. She doesn't hold it against me. There we go. Like that blue one. Yes, I cut that down quite a bit. You saw it left quite a bit of the text showing. Yeah, the thing is to make sure I'm getting this the right way up. That's it. That way. That doesn't fit as well. Did I do something different this time? Oh, it does just, let's see. Like I say, the beauty of using the book page behind is if some of it's showing. That's what you did on purpose, isn't it? You wanted it showing. Of course it is. I nearly cut a line there from the last one that I shouldn't have. Last minute save. Starting to get bits of paper everywhere. Leave the vicinity. That's it. Right, are you going to fit now? Have I done you the right way? I have. Yay. Really liking these. Surprising how pretty paper looks when you get it against book page. Gives it a whole new style. Life. Look. Over you go. Oh, this page grabs the glue and will not let go. That's it. Got it moving now. There's some on it. Don't want to come this way anymore, so we'll go with it and chop off if there's anything. Tiniest smidge. Yeah. And of course, the writing's upside down, but it doesn't matter because it's going to be covered with. Oh, you could put all sorts on it, couldn't you? I've got blues, really. No, don't like the bluey reds. Oh, what about my scraps? This would be a good use of my scraps, if any of them fit. No. Don't think you do you? They're very annoying. Never mind, we will use them. I want something plainish, so we need to be looking on the backs. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, excuse me. What's that? Santa hat. Maybe. Oh, yes. Yep, so we'll go with Santa hat on there. And this blue one on here. And we barely want anything, do we? That's the right way up yet. Let's mark it that way. And mark it that way. Right, can I see the mark from the other way? Do you fit? You do? Yep, there. I was hoping I might get two out, but I won't. Only one. Got a little bit of green sat there. No. But you can see how this would be a good way to use up your little scraps, especially once you've been going to use this. No, I'm not. Don't waste it. Especially once you've been crafting for a week or two on the Christmas stuff. These little tiny squares. Rectangles. Yep, and then down there and there. Now if you've got edge of paper textbook and you don't want to see it, textbook, just simply chop them off before you do this bit and then glue it. I've got a little tiny bit, yeah, there's your pocket there, and then something can go in there when you put it on the page on just 2 or 3 sides. Easy peasy. Okay, so I think I will just do it lengthwise. Just do the width. Width? No, I'm not doing the width, I'm doing the opposite. Depth. And then just make a line. That's easier than doing 2 at once. Gosh, you could just cut it with a pair of scissors, shall I? That way. How far wonky can I go that way? Yeah, and if you want to, I think that's upside down, is it? Yeah. If you want to ink, this is the time before you put it down, go ahead and ink. Out the blue paper now. There we go. Should have looked at the time before I started. Sometimes I think I've been on ages and I haven't. And then other times I stop it and I think, oh my goodness, what have I been doing all that time? Oh, yeah, it does not like to slide on that paper. When it grabs, it grabs. Okay. Are you still with me, or have you left because of the squeaky table? What were we going on here with these? Let's do, I wonder if I can cut 2 at once. Should we have the hat the right way up? That would help, wouldn't it? Shall we go there? Let's see if we can. And there. The trouble is with this over here, I can't see my mark. Sorry guys. I can't see it anyway. Pom pom pom. That's because it's this side. There it is. And that one. Yeah, I've done that one quite. Oh, maybe. Oh, look, I've turned one up more than the other. So you're for that one. You've definitely got more of that showing. No, I'm not happy with that because I can see too much of the text, which is upside down. Let's try again. I can see it now, I don't know it. Oh, she says. Oh no, it's on this side. It's just above that Santa's hat. Yeah, we go from one extreme to the other. Wouldn't you know it? Tried to speed it up and didn't manage it. Yes, thank you. It's like having a conversation with this table. There. Glue page. Oh, how straight is that? Do you remember me saying how badly can I cut? Oh, quite badly apparently. Gosh. I'll be a bit short now, but that's fine. Like I say, I can always trim it up that side a bit. I'm going to, because I really did cut that short. before I glue it down, that's better. Did I do that one any better? Not really. Did I do that any better? Yes. Whoops. Well, that's 8. Considering I'm doing it on film, which always creates havoc. That's not bad. I was hoping to get 12. I wonder if I've got time just to do a couple more, make it a nice 10. I had something in mind and now I can't even think what it was. Where's the other one of those gone? Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, stuck to me glue paper. Have to let that dry now, won't I? Okay, so I've got 4 of those, 4 of those. I was going to do something else with the paper, wasn't I? Just move all this over here. Get some paper. Oh, it's a single-sided piece. Oops. Is that wide enough for a pocket, do I think? Let's make one and see. It's going to be small, isn't it? What colour would we like with it? That's a good question. I picked quite a strange colour to have anything with it. They're not really going to go, are they? Okay, but that's double-sided. Let's do it there. Because in theory what's on the back should go with what's... I mean, the people that make these paper packs are professionals that match the colours, I believe. You would think, wouldn't you? So in theory the whole... I don't know about that, to be honest. I like that with that better. In theory they should all go with each other. So what am I thinking? Right, this is what I'm thinking. Put them together like that. Measure. I nearly took a divot then, didn't I, without measuring. I've lost me ruler. So we've got 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3.5, which is about there. I've got them upside down to each other. Is that right? Yeah. Now let me think. If I make that one the top, I'm just thinking out loud now. That'll be upside down when I turn it round. That'll be the right way, but that's going to be upside down, isn't it? But if I turn that one round, that's what I was doing. So they want to be bottom to bottom. Did I make a mark on the bottom? No. Well, top to top and bottom to bottom, but you're cutting at the bottom, I guess. 1, 2, 3.5. Let's hope this works out. Take much of a divot. Well, that's still not going to be covered though, is it? And that still wasn't the middle. Look at that, and that's upside down. Well, I don't know, I'm sure. So yeah, my idea was to turn it up like that and then have this there like that. I don't know what on earth I've done. Okay, yeah, either way it's going to be upside down. So using the double-sided paper is not necessarily the thing to do. They're going to be too small. Right, a single-sided piece of paper, thank you. Upside down. From back to front. That's it. Yeah, that's no different really to what we were doing, is it? Just covering the back with something. Got green. Got anything green here? Some greeny blue squiggles. Oh, do they make your eyes go funny? They do a bit, don't they? Gold, what? Oh, gold. What about this? Oh, I say. Yeah, let's have a bit of that in it then. Yeah, it's no different to what we were doing really. We'll just finish making this one soon as we've started. It wants to be a lot smaller than that, but it doesn't necessarily want to be thinner. It didn't want to be thinner at all, but we can put it down once it's glued on. We'll glue it to one side. Yeah, it's just a flap up library pocket, that. I don't know what I thought I was making, but you know. Oops. Oh, Denise. Oh, the sunshine's coming out. Lovely. So put the top corner in. Get it right to that edge, because we can cut that other edge, can't we? Yeah, that didn't really work out at all. Maybe your sharp brains know what I was trying to do and have got there. Mine got halfway through an idea and just froze on me. Whoops. I think that needs to be a bit shorter as well. It's a bit long. That's better. And it's only single thickness, so it is not going to like pencil. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and halfway through that. Don't know how I got it so wrong last time. I need a little bit of scrap, because it won't like just the one. That looks better. I obviously did measure it wrong last time. I think it could do with a bit on that side as well. We've got a bit of white showing. That's it. That's it. So I didn't get me 10. I got 9. Never mind. I left the lid off my glue. It is just giving me a little bit, teeny weeny bit. There we go. And it's got a pretty back. It could be a floating pocket. Yeah, so obviously it needs a lot of decoration, that. Okay guys, thank you for staying with me if you did through that last little bit. of creating something very mysterious that became very plain. Oh, I'm loving the colours though, look. So we've got these, we've got 3 double. Need a little pokey thing, don't I? Just fold a bit of this over. Yep, we had 3 double ones. But again, might want something off the top. We had 1 single one. Oh, we had one of them that was matted on the front, gusseted. 4 of these. Oh, you don't look like you've stuck. Did I stick those down? Where something goes behind like that and in there. 2 sets of 2 to match. And then this little baby, which took a lot of figuring out for nothing. Okay, thank you so much. If you enjoyed seeing the papers, the pretty papers, or listening to me chat on, please give me a thumbs up. It won't be Christmas tomorrow, definitely. We'll be doing something that's not Christmas. You never know, my printer might be here and working. in which case we'll be working on the blue project, but if not, I have got something else in mind. So please come and join me tomorrow. Oh, and I didn't mention the 500 subbie giveaway, did I? So I've hit 500 subbies, yay! So my intention is to make a journal, and well, I'll make two, one for Europe, one for the rest of the world, and they will be the prizes, but they will be like naked. So I'll make the basic journal and you can fill it in, just so it's not too heavy to post, and I can do two. Okay, so I'll give you all those details tomorrow, so join in tomorrow and then you can start putting your name down for entering the prize, because I forgot today. Okay, have a lovely day, see you soon, bye bye.